So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a faucet for a homeowner here. This is by Moen. They provided this. It got it installed. A nice faucet, nice mounting system. We ran lots of water down there, so nothing's leaking. Everything functions correctly. That's our air gap as well. When we get underneath, we'll talk a little bit more about that, the installation. Basket strainer provided by the homeowner, so that's installed. And of course, garbage disposal provided by the homeowner, that's installed as well. So brand new installation here. They've got new countertops and sink went in. They needed someone to hook up the plumbing, so that's what we're doing today. So faucet's good underneath. We did put in new shutoff valves. The cold water line is plastic stubbed out. It is damaged. They damaged it by using a metal escutcheon back there. So we removed it, put a new valve on, and we're hoping that it will not leak moving forward. But it's quarter turn on, quarter turn off. Be careful when you operate these things, because when you go to turn it quarter turn, you're turning it against plastic. So I'd always grab a hold of the body itself, the valve body, as you turn the handle. Otherwise, you run the risk of overturning it one way or the other and causing some damage. So, and there's nothing we can do about that. We did not install the plumbing coming out of the wall. But valves are ours, and then of course that line is part of the faucet integrated. And then of course on the hot side we got a little T stubbed in there so we can get water over the dishwasher. So that's all tight and good. We've run lots of water down here, and there's no dripping back there. Hot side, not as bad, not as damaged, but couldn't get the nut and ferrule off the back side of the valve, as opposed to the cold side. Over there, that brand new nut on the back and ferrule on the inside, it came off because it was just barely hanging onto the plastic. So not a great installation. Hot side, it was stuck on there, so we couldn't get it off. So we just reused what was there. Valve is not pushed onto the plastic as far as I would like it to. There's nothing I can do with that. We'd have to cut the back of the cabinet out, come in, repipe things, get it out here. But that's a huge project, and as long as this works great, hopefully that stays in place. I mean, you know, we're insured, we're licensed, bonded, and insured. But we never want to talk about, okay, something blew off, because we tried to work with the existing plumbing, and then, you know, the valve didn't hold. But we believe it's good, and so we're going to be okay with that. Weights on. There's nothing conflicting with the weight, so that your faucet the sprayer should pull in and out without banging up against anything, and that's good. So here's the garbage disposal. I think it's a Waste King, probably out of Costco, and so that's good. Got a 7/8 discharge hose going up to the new air gap that we installed. And of course the corrugated white line that comes down to here, that's from the dishwasher, that's not ours. Braided supply line, water supply line to the dishwasher, not ours. So the only thing we put in here, that's their disposal, we installed it. And then of course their faucet, we installed it, and then those are our supply lines we provided, so we warrant those. Brand new P-trap right here. Existing pipeline coming out of the wall there, that 1.5" schedule 40 ABS plastic, is going downhill extremely. They cut the hole too low and just pushed the line down. We notified the homeowner if they wanted us to work on it. It takes some time and some little labor, and just, you know, the only thing that it does, it just leaves a lot of water in this line as opposed to draining out. You know, it's going to be full of water, and so anytime you work on this, you're going to get a bunch of water back there. Just put a bowl underneath that. Should be fine. Doesn't cause anything as far as functionality. It's just not supposed to be pointing down. It's supposed to be going down into the sewer, you know, down in the sewer, but it's pointing this way into the cabinet. Anyways, tubular P-trap, brand new, we installed. Tubular extension, tubular telescoping kit for the disposal over to the tailpiece up here. So again, we've run lots of water down here. We don't see any moisture, you know, up around the basket strainer, which is good, or no water coming out of this nut here or on any of the assembly. Of course, the disposal as well. You know, nothing up here going on, nothing draining down here, so that's good. Monitor the plumbing, you know, just anytime, if you get any water whatsoever, just a hint of moisture, let us know, because we want to stay after, you know, water, because it becomes a drip and then it gets down in your cabinet and destroys things. You can see some of the damage already from water on the bottom of the cabinet. Worst case, it gets back into the wall and gets on your sheetrock, and maybe you got mold and whatnot. So just monitor that. Anyways, everything looks good out here. Any questions, give us a holler. Outside of that, this installation is done.